This is a 2000 S500 Mercedes with a faulty trunk latch. I'm going to hit the release. Okay. The close assist doesn't work. Okay. Common problems on these trunk latches is the diaphragm. So when the trunk opens, or sometimes does not open, there's a diaphragm on the latch, and the housing is held down by clips. And the sides are kind of thin too. After repeated use, the plunge keeps pushing, because this trunk latch does not operate on vacuum. It operates on air pressure, actually. So what it does is it pushes the plunger, which pushes the lever for the latch to release the trunk. Those sides break off, and what it does, it opens the diaphragm. It's supposed to be closed like this. When it pops it open, it causes an air leak. So either the air pressure isn't strong enough to push it, the diaphragm actually expands, but not to the point where it can push the plunger to open the latch. Now, a common fix on that is you don't have to replace it. You can go to the junkyard and find another one that's in good condition. Otherwise, you can just take it apart, dabble some super glue all around the edges throughout the entire diaphragm, snap it in place, and then dabble more around the the tabs that broke. Let it sit overnight. You can use any kind of strong glue, epoxy, whatever. I used super glue, put it on there, clamped it down, and let it sit overnight just to ensure that the glue is dried. I reassembled it, and the trunk opens as usual, but it doesn't continue pumping air for like 10 to 15 seconds like it normally did. Now, after that was fixed, the close assist was working, but because there's an air leak somewhere here still, it doesn't close after the close assist works twice, which what it does, it just disables it to avoid any damage to the pump. So I'm going to close it. It doesn't go down. Now if you listen closely, when I release the trunk, you can still hear an air leak after it pops open. Just for about a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to reset it. And I have a quick disconnect on the negative post on the battery here. Okay. And the close assist works again. Actually, let's go from the side here. If I release it right away, it cancels the close assist right away and then opens the trunk. I'm going to close it again. You can do this all day. It'll continue closing as long as you interrupt it. See? You can interrupt by locking the doors, unlocking. Let's unlock again. As long as you interrupt that PSC unit, you can open and close it all day. But if you let it run, you can hear that air hissing. Okay. Open it again. Close it again. Okay. Because it detects that there's a leak, it should cancel it out by now or disable it. I'm going to open the trunk, but if I'm going to shut it again, there is no longer, the close assist is no longer active. It's because it knows that there's a leak, it detects a problem, it disables whatever component has a leak so it doesn't cause any damage to the pump until the problem is rectified. So I'm going to have to pull this again to determine where the air leak is, and we can reset it. And it'll start to work again. See? I'm going to replace these springs because they're weak. Sometimes when the car is at an angle, like on a driveway, it'll slam into my head. Or anyone's head that's under the trunk for that matter. Okay, so we're going to open it up again, find that leak and seal it, and this should be good to go. Now, I also have another problem with the headrests. The rear automatic headrests don't go up. When you latch the seat belt. There's another air leak. Oh. Trunk to open there. They do go down. Okay. But these do have the automatic rear headrests when the two outer seatbelts are buckled. But you'll hear that there's an air leak, so the two outer ones do not come up. And the leak, you can tell, is coming from somewhere around the center part here, which I'm going to have to take apart this whole rear shelf. Anytime the two outer ones are buckled, the outer rear headrest should come up. So I gotta determine where that leak's coming from and seal that. But otherwise, all the four doors, all the closed assists work. The rear trunk opens. So that's my PSE woes for now.